already got mine on.
Yeah, but this is my one. So I can do the sound.
I am not removing this. This is staying on.
Definitely.
Oh, bro, that was so good.
I put the downs in it. All right. We got a couple of questions today, actually.
We do, yeah. Let's start with an overrun of the weekend.
I think that sounds fantastic.
Testicles. Start on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Actually, welcome to Ringlovers podcast. This is Matt from Full Tilt Fight and Fitness, and I'm Pinky from Team Pinky.
We changed it up, I love it.
Yeah, I actually did it for once. I actually decided to fucking...
When I do my own and when I do this one, it is like the only thing, like it switches me on. I'm like, oh, okay, right. 3 and 2.
So now you're going to be like retard today.
I don't. But then when I say it on my own, I fucking, because I say, g'day guys, how's it going? And
the eyebrow goes.
I'm like, you fucking, every time I say it, I think you're a tosser. And every time I finish the podcast as well, all right, see you guys. I'm like, oh, well done, you radio presenter fucking from the 90s, you fuckwit. But yeah, so.
Let me talk about Saturday night because I want you to hear my version before you talk about it anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
So obviously you were on and Josh was on.
Yeah.
I want to start with, for me.
Bye, Angie.
Bye, Angie.
I wasn't sure you were recording.
We are. It's all right. You're a cameo. It's important now. And hi, Beck.
Hi, Beck.
Oh, fuck.
So I want to start with, it was so nice to see you so relaxed and doing nice boxing in there.
Yeah.
Like it was actually like, it actually made me really fucking happy to see.
Yeah, cool.
And then unfortunately, shit officiating got involved, which then I guess a lesson, is that recording? No.
Yeah. Just stops the numbers.
I guess a lesson somewhat would be, no matter what the situation is, keep your cool.
Yeah.
Because you kind of lost your cool and that's where it all went to shit.
That's been forever my thing.
Yeah.
Forever my thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, sorry, go on.
And unfortunately, that ended up with a pretty rough stoppage. You didn't recover from as quickly from that one as you normally would.
No, you're right. The get up was harder.
Yeah,
I was there, but everything was hard.
But even
then walking across when you see it,
when you stood on the ropes, then you almost fell off.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But hearing you on the mic, I didn't get to see it on the night because I was obviously out the back with Josh.
Yeah.
But getting to see it, and fuck, man, you teared me up. Man, I've said it on here a pile of times. I love you to death, man, and you know my thoughts on you fighting. Yeah. But it's getting to see you on the mic, have a chat, it's like
what I've said. That's like I'd been doing it forever, and that's the first time ever. Ever that I got to even I don't know, just thank people that that even if I didn't thank individual, to say it the way I did, I think it just capped off everyone.
It was beautiful, man,
and the biggest one was obviously was Cub was there.
Yeah. Seeing him next year.
Yeah, that
cool.
was killer. Yeah, he was fucking funny, that kid.
So man, it's, and like you said, if it's your last one, thanks everyone. If not, then see you next time, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was right up until you got an 8 count for a groin shot. It was making me really fucking happy.
Yeah. And as I said, I know, and that's like I know that's a downfall. It's forever been a downfall. So it's that's something that is easy. Fuck. Yeah, I know. It's I knew that, and I knew when it was happening. I'm like, fucking don't do this. You did, I've done that.
Then you just got caught up trading, and old mate announced his retirement. It was overall. You take out the Tom Ferrudo thing, and it was actually
Oh yeah.
what people want to see in a boxing fight.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right, yeah.
whether it be the fact that there was a stoppage win and some dude gets to hang up his gloves doing so.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
whether it got to be you having a speech with your boy next
that's
to you.
Right, yeah.
Whether it got to be you actually doing like being nice and collected and calm and coming on as the fight was coming on, you were coming on.
Yeah,
like
right,
you were landing cleaner and yeah, it was cool. And then obviously Josh was main event.
Yeah.
It was. I've seen Gennaro's fights. I've never seen him make power.
No, neither. Well, we were talking about that at the back.
He's just
we don't need to worry about him
transitioning from the amateur style to the pro style, and Josh had hit him a few times during the fight, which were like
crackers.
Yeah. And you could see that Gennaro was aware of that. Power. First round, Josh just didn't really go to the game plan as such. He was doing I was trying to get him into a trade.
Yeah, that's right.
But I wanted him in those corners, so every time Gennaro tried getting out, he could try and clip him on the way out. Round 2 came and Josh started doing what he was supposed to do. Got hurt, and in my head I was like, take a knee, but then he was quickly back.
Yeah.
And he landed like 7 shots or so. I threw like 7 shots in a row and then got clipped.
Yeah.
And that was good night.
He's like the thing, and I say it all the time about that whole taking a knee thing, is so hard for us as Thai boxers who do the boxing thing to get that programmed in.
Yeah.
To be like, there's nothing wrong with taking a knee.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Do you know WBC had that rule as well until probably 4 years ago, I reckon. They had the whole no standing 8 counts thing.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, WBC Muay Thai had it too.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted, so...
Because it is a boxing thing. WBC rules sort of, the WBC Muay Thai rules.
Because we can have standing 8 counts in Thai boxing.
Yeah.
And that's across everything?
I believe so, yeah.
Because because I think... I'm pretty certain now with pro boxing there's no standing 8 counts.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
In most events. I think it's like when you get a couple of them other like little ones, like I don't know what it is with Massa where we just came from. That was that's a
kickboxing sanctioning body.
Those like modified ones. Some of them may have it, but I don't have a problem with no standing 8 counts. I think but it is hard to make the transition.
And as pros, you should know that you can't just stand there and be a punching bag and all those sorts. So I get it. Like it's as long as we're aware of it, then
that's right. Yeah.
But that's Josh done for boxing now.
Yeah.
I said about his Muay Thai as well. The minute the time he doesn't get up from a knockdown.
Yeah, that's right.
Is the time that.
That's fair too.
I'm done with him.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
because of what, like it did take him a bit.
Yeah,
it did take him a bit. I'd never seen him fucking
getting over there like that, and him just like just smiling. He's like, I'm all right. What day of the week or no? What was it? What day and date is it? Oh, I don't know what date it is. and I was like in my head, I was like.
He wouldn't know.
Probably fair. He might know it's a Saturday. That's about it.
That's right.
And then it was like, do you know where you are? He goes, I can't remember the name of the place.
Which is also.
And then they were like.
So you're better off asking him who dropped him off.
There. Yeah. They're like, what round was it? And he's like, second round.
Oh, okay.
Straight away, like it was like that.
Ding.
You know?
It's like, oh,
there wasn't even a guess.
It's like,
it was like,
okay, we need him to fill out some paperwork. Don't do that.
Yeah. But then right at the end, I don't know if you saw. I think you'd already gone. So he leaves. He goes, I'll book my Uber. Leaves, comes back. Goes, forgot his bag.
Yeah.
I was like, you're still not okay, hey?
Yeah.
But I spoke to him on Sunday, and he's good. Like he'd just been out for a walk and stuff.
He's a funny fucker.
He is.
I really get along with him.
Yeah.
Like he's a really good guy. Funny dude.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
And he's done with the boxing thing. The thing is, if he stopped Gennaro, then we're gonna actually pursue boxing.
Semi
seriously.
Sense too. As like a more serious side project thing.
So
as opposed to now, like he was just sort of filling it, like they were filling him in, you know.
Yeah. And so now he's back to just doing the Muay Thai thing, and
good.
Yeah. So, and then we went to.
Just had Chris. So the other one that we had, where I had Chris, my heavyweight, who's been my secret for a long time. You know,
I never knew he was fighting.
He hid that from his wife. the whole lead up. Only because she's a bit of a worrywart. I think.
To make
You know,
makes him feel like it's not good for you.
Like he rocked up by himself. Nobody knew he was doing it. Like he did the whole thing pretty much. Nobody knew. You know, like
that's actually fantastic.
Yeah. So he got in. He, as we were saying before, he boxed really well. That was a good heavyweight fight. I really do believe. I mean, like I didn't get to watch the three of the. I didn't watch any of the Fijian fights. I watched Chris because I was cornering. I watched mine pretty closely. I was in that one, and then I watched obviously Josh. I think I didn't see the others, but I thought that Chris's fight was probably one of the best fights on the card.
It was probably the best fight on the card.
You know, like
that and honestly probably Josh's.
Yeah.
Like as far as exciting,
yeah.
The crowd pleasers.
Yeah, that's right. So but yeah, Chris responded really well. I really like I said in my podcast, I really like the dude. He's an intelligent guy.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So I had to. Do you find? I was just about to say, do you find dealing with intelligent people? I'm like, you don't have many, do you?
You know what? I actually find dealing with them really hard.
Yes.
Because they're thinkers.
Yeah.
And they try and turn it from being a dumb man's sport into being a smart man's sport, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because there was at times where I just needed to coach him into like everything was all right.
Yeah.
You know, like leading into it and stuff. But yeah, he was confident going in there.
Nice, relaxed, good start, strong.
His warm up was
his range was probably his only thing.
It's forever been his thing.
Yeah.
Like he's forever had that.
Aside from that,
range thing. But
and when he landed, oh my god.
Yeah.
I love how in the last round there was no mouth guard in the other dude from the first 20 seconds.
I'm like, go now. He has no mouth guard in his mouth. Go now. Like,
and then his mouth guard came out with 10 seconds to go as well.
But so I asked him yesterday. I said, what do you sort of want to do? And he goes, I think you could have one more. Like, I think he wants to have one more. And I'm like, yeah. I think he came out a little bit. He goes, I'm a little bit disappointed. He goes, I think I could have stopped him. I'm like, you could have stopped each other, really.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, there was
you could see he was thinking about his gas tank.
That's that's right. Yeah.
So and the other dude, that's all he was thinking about in the end.
Yeah. But good fight. Proud of Chris. Really happy with that.
Yeah, really well done.
As I said, he's a good dude, so it was fucking always nice. And then we had Valley the next day. Just me, my fault. I thought, if you look back at the fight, I was winning every moment of it until I wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, there was big exchanges and I was covering. I got hit with a couple of shots.
Isn't that such a blunt way of putting it? Till I wasn't.
No, it's exactly what it was. You know, like there was 7 seconds off that round. Had I got obviously fucking hindsight's a beautiful thing. If I'd have gone back, thought about the grain shot, circled, heard the 10, come round, we go into the third, fourth round. Like I said, momentum's changing, he's getting tired. But like I said, I was happy with the way I fought. I watched it back and I was really happy with the way that I was fighting and stuff. So, but and like I said, I got to do a lot of what I hadn't done on that night. So, I'm fucking starting to grapple. You know, grab it I like competing and I like having a goal. Yeah. We said it last week. Am I addicted to fighting? And I said no. I'm definitely not. I'm addicted to training.
But you also love competition of sorts. So it's.
I ultimately think I'm addicted to goals. Like having
something to
aim for. Or else it's like, man, you and I are the same. It's like devils are the fucking devil. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Yeah. You know, if you do nothing, then I'm going to find something to do.
I guarantee I am ripping the end of my penis off.
Yeah. I'm watching it, so there's a problem too. But but it was good. I was fucking happy with the whole night. It was good. Yeah. So moving on to Valley next day.
Yeah. So
you were
I was the MC.
MC all day.
First time I've done it. Yeah. Few mic issues.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Someone had swapped the batteries out and taken all the spare batteries that Paddy's dad had.
That makes
sense. Someone had to run out and buy batteries, and then it was interfering with they had it on the same channel as the security guards. So it was interfering that they didn't realise at the time that it was the same. So they just had to change the channel, and then it was fine. But for me, it was cool. Like I'm not sure if it's I'd probably have to do it another couple of times to actually see because I did feel uncomfortable the whole time doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't really get comfortable doing it. So I'd probably want to do it another couple of times to see if once I'm comfortable I enjoy it or not.
Yeah.
So I was actually thinking about doing it even if I got fighters on and just let the other guys look after my fighters.
That's right, yep.
Being amateur, I'm not, I'm just letting people earn their spots or whatever. Yep. But yeah, it was interesting for me doing that job, and it made me, I suppose, be in a position where I could also yell at officials to get the order of things right.
Yeah.
And stuff. And judging, obviously, as the ring announcer, I get given as the MC, I get given the scorecards, and it says, unanimous, split, majority.
Yeah.
And there was only 2 splits, which was a good thing.
You don't actually call it, you just call out who wins.
Yes, you do. In the amateurs, you do, yeah. In the amateurs, you don't bother with.
Well, man, I think it's going to cause too much fucking bullshit if you start calling it split and stuff, because then people will be like, "Whoa,
I almost won. But I think it did go my way."
Yeah, but how about you didn't?
Yeah,
You either did or you didn't.
And I'm going to say, I don't think there was one bad decision. If I'm going to be honest, I would say not one of them went the wrong way from what I saw.
Nah, I mean, from everything that I saw.
Yeah, it was pretty fair scoring.
Yep.
There was a couple of things like, obviously, I don't like dancing around names and whatnot, and Tom's the head official there, and
my mate.
The same guy that made your night turn to poo on Sunday, then, which is the same guy that everyone was whinging about in Muay Thai Australia when I put up going worst official ever, because he was trying to get my junior to not throw headshots even though he was over, he was 17.
The right age. Yeah, okay.
And it's like, then I've also on top of that, so let me go over a few things here. He allowed elbows and knees to the head for 2 juniors that because they'd had 3 fights, and there's not even a rule. That was just something he'd made up. Then there's that groin guard thing where that fight should never have even started. Being the head official on the outside, yell out to the ref, no, that fight doesn't go ahead until they get a proper groin guard on.
Yeah.
Like, little things like that is what the head official's job is.
Yeah,
and I know not everyone wants to take the position and whatnot, but someone needs to be in charge who is on the ball. Because it's, at the end of the day, there's lives that matter. That dude out there with his groin guard hanging out the bottom of his shorts, he had 0 protection. Man, I'd be playing into that whole you're allowed to teep the groin thing left, right, centre if I was his opponent.
Well, like what we were just saying, when Chris knocked Pat's mouth guard out, I know that he's compromised now. Same thing when I get hit in the groin, that fucking Scotty knows that I'm compromised now. It's
and it's up to the officials to control that situation. It's like they're the ones who, it's their responsibility to control the fight, to control the safety of the fighters.
I was going to say, ultimately, if you ask the question of what is a judge's a referee's main job, it's to protect the fighters.
It is.
From each other and themselves.
Yes.
Because we're all fucking too tough for our own good.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. So, very much, it's that side of things is a letdown. The judging, I think, was quite good, and I'll be honest, going into it, I was nervous because there was going to be no Joey judging on Sunday. So I was like,
there's something missing.
Yeah. So he was. I think it's, it could be a little bit of ego involved, but he was asked to not come so that they could give some of the new guys opportunity, which is great. But if that's the case, then Manoli wouldn't have been on there either. You know what I mean? It would have been. So that it actually shows that it was actually probably a crock of shit. But yeah.
But even then, why wouldn't you have those guys there to shadow everyone else as well, though?
Do you know that's exactly what I'm saying.
Wouldn't you go because man, we used to look. I know it's a different sport, but I used to be a netball umpire, right? So I used to be a netball umpire coach. So there would be 3 coaches there for 2 umpires.
Yeah.
One to watch the game, one to help the coaches out. So it's what's wrong with having extra bodies just floating around?
And that's exactly...
Even if they're not even, involved in that particular fight. Yeah. There's stuff from the side. It's perspective.
Because I wanted my missus shadow judging on that show, but I don't want her shadow judging if... Joey is not the one doing it.
Yeah, okay.
If she's not shadowing Joey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an interesting choice from a head official to take the number one judge off of the. But you know, so the judging, as I said, the judging was quite consistent, as we set out the back before. Even consistently wrong, is something you can work with.
Yeah,
it's like going on a master show. Like they don't score Muay Thai at all.
No,
but you know, if you're going forward and you're throwing, you've got a chance to win.
That's it. Yeah.
So okay, you can play to the judging.
Yeah.
Whereas you know, if judges are consistent and they're not this fight, it's that, and then the next fight is something totally different. If they're constantly doing the same sort of thing, even if it's the same mistakes, I'm not saying that it was that, but even if it's the same mistakes, at least you can corner to that.
Yeah.
And you can fight to that.
That's right.
So yeah, it was overall good event, and you know, I put up a story like when the majority of the fights are Adelaide Muay Thai and Strong Heart Muay Thai, the two gyms with the most fighters on there. So the majority of the fights are from the two gyms that have beautiful Muay Thai style.
Yeah.
The whole quality of the show was better.
Yeah.
So it was, you know, it was still messy fights, as in timing wise.
Yeah,
that's one thing SA has to figure out, like the rhythm, the timing of Muay Thai. But there was real Muay Thai. The whole show was real Muay Thai, except for maybe one or two fighters, which was great to see.
Yeah,
it was great to see that, which shows that, you know, big numbers from gyms that are doing real Muay Thai is a way for people to see what real Muay Thai looks like.
Yeah, that's right. Just thinking just then, right? So like when you look at across the gyms that you know, like aren't following that same structure, do you think it's maybe because they, like, I mean, the way that we did, like the way that I've run this gym is I wanted to establish that we were a striking gym first.
Yep.
So we had boxing, was straight boxing. Beck was heavily involved in boxing, part of that. So like we had the amateur roots and all that sort of shit to that. And then my background was Muay Thai and kickboxing. So it's like we did that, and now we've added the other shit. But I've added the other shit by outsourcing coaches. So I've got other good coaches to do that other shit, while still making sure that my main bread and butter being amateur boxing and professional boxing, proper boxing is done the right way, and Muay Thai is done Muay Thai the right way. So do you think these other little gyms that are like more like small, almost like dojos and shit, that where it's like we do boxing one day and then we do Muay Thai the next day?
I think
like,
that can be a massive problem.
We do boxing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We do Muay Thai Monday, Tuesday, and it's straight Muay Thai. And then it's straight boxing, and then we do our things added together. Do you think these other smaller gyms that are maybe having that trouble adapting because Strong Heart, you and fucking Adelaide Muay Thai, that's all you guys do is Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So if you weren't pumping out the right shit, there'd be a fucking problem.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like,
Yeah, I totally
can understand, like, you can understand there would be dudes, like, for example, like, even, like, I've just had Adam fight boxing.
Yeah.
Adam isn't a boxer, but he boxed pretty well for a Muay Thai boxer, but it's like, you look at him, you go, oh, you're not quite a boxer.
Yeah,
you're definitely
it's kind of like Josh fighting boxing.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
It's like standing flat-footed, standing face off.
That's what the flip is for us to
100%,
them.
yeah.
You know, all these smaller gyms are like, oh, we do striking most days, but on Tuesdays we do Muay Thai and clinch.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're not doing it all the time. So it's like, it's not that constant thing.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Like,
you know,
I had a chat to Brandon Bobridge's trainer, asked me about like some contacts to get him on other shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fine, but what's the avenue you want to go down?
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you want to go down, obviously everyone's goal is Rebellion in 1774, like as far as
Australian Muay Thai.
Yeah, the top Muay Thai, but I said to him, like, you're not going to get the invite while doing that extra spinning stuff and spinning heel kick or this or like you know.
You got to get there without. It's almost like you got to get there without it, and then when you're there, show that you can do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't think you ever get the invite back.
No, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like them dudes up the top, like some of them rebellion guys are still like, it's like they're not spinning. But you know, like what I'm saying is like if you like,
not everyone can be an Alexi Petroulius who. No. And I'll tell you the reason. One of the reasons why he's been there from the beginning.
Yeah.
Before it was a geek sport, the Muay Thai geek sport. And I think that's a big reason why his adapting of the styles is allowed.
But I'm saying, like, there's going to be, like, I'm not saying everyone's going to be that, but there'll be that one dude who comes out of the blue who can do that shit, but they've got there the other way.
You're allowed to do a spinning elbow.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the thing, though. It's like there's a big difference between a spinning elbow...
I shouldn't have used that.
And panicking and doing the spinning fucking something.
Like the sloppy shit where you just, like... Or then Taekwondo style.
That's exactly. That's the thing. That's the problem.
What I'm saying. That's the thing that like that the non-Muay Thai people will bring into it, and that's where it's like, it's not it.
Yeah. So the thing is, for me, there is spinning stuff in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
But spinning heel kicks and this and that and but it, like. And no one knows the timing of it. No one's doing it at the right time.
Yeah.
They're all fucking just throwing it because they think it looks cool and they're hoping for that.
It's not the same thing.
It's not exactly right.
You know, like Taekwondo versus a Taekwondo dudes spin at the same time. They know the timing
Big difference
because it is that.
Yeah, Muay Thai.
That is that.
And it's once you go back to that Muay Thai rhythm.
Yeah, you're adopting the wrong timing for a different thing.
Yeah, Muay Thai rhythm is what that big thing that we lack in this state.
That's right, yeah.
So why not actually just go fucking and do how would you put it, like do the bits that fucking everyone wants to see from real Muay Thai. Yeah. So that's what I kind of said to him. I said, like, you can probably go for Muay Thai Victoria. It's probably my next suggestion, but I wouldn't be getting out there and doing that stuff and expecting to be thought of when the time comes.
Yeah.
For whatever. They're needing someone for
almost like
roots.
they're not looking for exciting until you're there. You know what I mean? It's like show me you can do the base shit.
Show you can do. Show
and then we'll get you on there, and then cool. Show me you get a good performance. Yep, cool.
Show us you're a Muay Thai
geek. And now you can fucking shit. Now was big.
Yeah.
Wasn't Muay Thai, but you knocked the cunt out, and fucking how good's that? We'll still get you back though, because everything else you've done leading to this has shown that you can do it.
So it's a big but that's the thing though. It's like it doesn't also mean that you get there and go, all right, time to show you I can do it now. This is why I say to people, unless you are fucking amazing at that stuff, and I don't mean because your trainer says you're amazing at it.
Nah,
I mean,
you're gonna have a pretty high success rate.
Yeah, like if you are not like, man, straight, Matt Stevens is amazing at that stuff.
Yeah, I was just
and there's a reason why Sai wouldn't mind him being on the show.
Yeah,
because he doesn't just throw it for the sake of throwing it.
No,
he knows exactly when to throw it.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. It's not like you've got there, now I can start spinning. No, because you're probably still shit at it.
Yeah.
Like most people
he was doing it well before I even came. You know, like when he first came to Rikers, when he first started training there, he had it then. I was like, fuck, like there was like,
yeah, man.
I had to, like, you had to adjust yourself for it. So it was like forward pressure shutting down, so he didn't have room to do it. But then he worked out how to do it.
99% of people, honestly, are shit at spinning.
Yeah.
And I'll probably say it's even higher than 99%.
Yeah.
And the success rate for everyone who spins is probably 0.01.
70, just saying. 3.
Only time you've ever done it, right?
I landed 2.
Yeah.
Missed 1, just saying.
66.6%.
Yeah.
You lost 4%. Yeah, so, but it's like that. It's like, I'll just say, man, leave it out. Like, unless it's a spinning elbow and you know the timing of it and you know that there's actually a specific footwork for a spinning elbow.
It's true.
And most people don't realise that there is because most people just say spin and land the elbow. Yeah, so I'm going to say leave the spinning stuff out. Like, and Brandon, man, his basics are getting really good. They've improved so much. So keep going down that the pathway of trying to be a real Muay Thai guy.
I had Bell and I had Kaiser Jr.
Yes.
His first junior. You were sitting right there.
Yes.
Right there, we're doing what I said on my podcast about Kaiser. I stopped that fight after the first round because he didn't need to do any more. You know, there didn't need to be any more. Like, I looked at things and I compared it to another younger dude who I'd had before. I don't want to see him land one good punch in an exchange. I want him to have a good exchange.
Yep.
If you have a good exchange, then I can leave you in there to try and fight off with more exchanges.
Yep.
But if you're throwing one good punch to an overwhelming comeback, because that's what he did. Like, he'd get in the clinch, he'd land a knee, dude would break off, and he'd get fucking battered.
Yeah.
He'd land two good shots, dude would go, oh yeah, boom, 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 batter him a little bit. So when we got to the end of the first round, I'm like, mate, you showed good things, but you didn't show enough good passages for me to like trust that he can do it. So there's three things.
And he could end up getting hurt. And,
that's it, yeah.
And he was crying, right?
Oh yeah. He was well up. And the first thing I said to him said, how do you feel? He goes, it hurts. And I'm like, it fucking does.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And I've got Stefania and Talia, two juniors now, who are looking to go to Muay Vic, and Kai, who wants to fight again. And what I'm fucking trying to work with them, I'm trying to work with the rest of my team as well, the older ones. You got to let them fucking cry, and you got to let them get over it themselves.
Yep.
So I'm like, sometimes they're welling up in sparring. That's when you might need to give them a teep and make them get up off the ground a little bit. I mean, like, there's bashing a kid.
But also as an official,
and then there's,
once they start crying, you should stop it.
That's right.
And it should be sorry, that, because this is what I've told Antoine.
Yeah.
Because actually I reckon so Antoine, and I've actually said it to Bella as well, because Bella in sparring will cry. Yeah, and it's you're not really hurt.
No, yeah, and that's the same thing here. Yes. It's like, it was happening the other Wednesday night, and I'm like, it's fucking Wednesday night. Like, this is like general sparring night.
Yeah.
Like, we all should be here. Not one of you should be upset.
Yes.
And like, I get it if it was like fighter training, and I'm like, hey, today we're gonna fucking put it on them a little bit, blah, 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 and then like, and that becomes overwhelming, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday fucking night. Like, you know, the juniors have sometimes just got to sack up a bit.
Yeah.
You know, like, and
and the thing is, and the officials need it to be a known thing. Like, man, pre-fucking show chat. Yeah, it's like, guys, just so you know, juniors, if you start crying, we stop the fight. And man, I've seen Antoine want to cry and not because he doesn't want to get stopped.
That's right. Yeah. It's the reason why Cup doesn't cry. Yeah. Because I told him the first time he ever competed on Ringlovers, and he fucking, my kid's a stickler for the rules, because he was fucking gutted on Saturday night. He was more upset that I got groin shot. He goes, Dad, it's not fucking fair. He goes, you're going to win that fight, it's not fucking fair.
He's right.
So,
he's right.
Yeah. So he, like, when I told him at the start, it's the same reason why I struggle actually to get him to sort of like, now that he's getting bigger, and a couple of times he's been mismatched, as in like the kid was a little bit bigger, match him, just match his power. But he thinks like, I'm going to get in trouble for going too hard. So like, he's a stickler for the rules like that. Yeah. So when I first told him, oh, bro, there's no fucking crying, does not fucking do it.
Perfect.
The fucking stone cold fucking face, dude. Yeah. He cried for the first time ever after a match at jiu-jitsu the other week because he fucking wanted to win. He goes, Dad, I really wanted to win that.
That's okay.
I'm like, that's the fucking tears I want.
That's the tears, yeah.
Not because you're fucking
disappointed
like,
because he...
Yeah, because you lost. Like, you never cried because he lost.
No.
Because he fucking...
I don't want to see tears because you got hit.
No.
I don't want to see tears because you got hit in the body, and the shock, or my favourite one, the glove bounces off the face in a no headshots contest. And it's like, no, it's against the rules. It didn't hurt you.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know you shouldn't have got hit in the face.
Right,
so that's why you're reacting to it. It didn't hurt you whatsoever. So this is what, like, you know, now I've got everyone just hitting Bella in the face because, man, she's 4 months off of turning 12, and after the weekend she's like, I get to fight on Valley in 4 months. I'm like, that's you do.
Yep.
So now, do you want to fight? Yeah, I do. Okay, then show me.
Yeah, that's right.
Show me.
Like, fuck yeah.
The first thing, my first plan with her is literally around her birthday, her 12th birthday. She's going to be fighting in Thailand, unpadded anyway.
Oh, killer.
So go for it.
Welcome.
Yeah, and killer. You know, the plan is for Antoine to fight as well on the same card. We're probably going to do it up in Chiang Mai.
Yeah, killer.
Get a couple of kids for them and get them in there. And man, they don't need to be made to feel like superstars, but they need to know what it feels like to actually have real sore shins, real sore thighs. And to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Sorry, Antoine, I know you're only 8, but...
man, I don't mind it. Man, it's funny, like, because I've got some kids here, like, Cubs my son, right? So I fucking pick the rules for my fucking son, right? So there's a couple kids here who he fucking slings on with, and their parents don't mind. I'm like, do you mind if they hit each other in the head? They fucking change their tune real quickly, and things. The whole game changes for them. You know, so like this is when you got to get worried about getting punched in the
This is
head.
my problem with the no headshots thing. I get it. I totally understand it. And most, I'd say, we'll go back to the percentages. 99% of those kids that have junior fights never go on to be an adult fighter.
No.
But the thing is, when the one that does, he has got, like Bella, she has got so used to her hands being at her chest.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you tell her, the only way they learn is by keeping their hands up.
Yeah, that's right.
And if they're from day one having to guard their head and having to protect their head, they actually get used to their hands being there.
That's right.
And when they do get the headshots, they're less likely to get hurt.
That's right.
Whereas now they're probably getting more damage done the minute they turn 12.
Because they don't know fucking what's coming.
Yeah, now there's headshots. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
They don't know how to guard their head.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. Which is probably why I'm also okay with no fights under 12 in South Australia. No fights under 12 means no fights without headshots.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's like, it's something, aside from sparring, we don't really have to worry about it in fights. But I want my guys preparing for fucking headshots from the minute they start training.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I say to people, just punch Antoine in the face, like these other kids, just hit him in the face.
Yeah, I tell anyone who's fighting Cub, I'm like, just fucking hit him. Yeah. Makes him put his hands up.
Yeah, exactly. So
back to Kai, we pulled the through the tail end on Kai, and he was fine with that. I had a good chat with him after. He was in good spirits.
Wants to go again, that's good.
And then we had Bell. Bell fought Lena. Good fight actually. Bell showed us a lot that we were looking for out of it. Just some grit.
Her third round was probably...
man, we didn't say... She almost didn't fight. She fucking had a dude who was fucking 80 kilos almost snap her knee a week before. You know, like fucking fell on her when she was grappling.
That's right, we talked about that, didn't we?
She had a fucking horrendous lead up with fucking injuries. She couldn't run, shit like that. So, but for fucking not having the best lead up, she had a fucking amazing fight, which is why I think
she showed some huge potential in the early round, in the first round especially.
She's still like a
against a girl who's, I think it was her third or fourth fight. So
that was her fourth. Bell got her elbows going in it, which was good. Man, I love seeing chicks use elbows.
Yeah, me too.
It's not a big thing for this, and she's got fucking sharp elbows. So I look at them now. As long as she gets them moving now, then it's a good fucking thing. She did some great stuff in the clinch, which she surprised herself. And she was happy about it after we got a kiss on the forehead in between rounds fucking 2 and 3. 3 and 4, 2 and 3. Yeah. She just did amazing. She's a good part of the gym. She's fucking awesome.
She's a really good egg. Really good
egg. So I'm not too sure what we do with her next. I think she's going to get ready with everyone else for Moy Vic in April. And then we'll decide, because that's a bit of a road trip for us, because we've got to go from Mount Gambier to... we go from... Trent fights the night before. So we're going to drive to Mount Gambier on Friday. He weighs in, then he'll fight, and then we all get in the car. We drive in the morning to Moy Vic. And then we do that. And
that's not too... So from there... What is it? It's like probably about closer to 4 or 5
hours. And then we'll get from there, and then we'll finish in Moy Vic, get in the car, drive home.
Yeah.
It should be good actually. It should be good fun. Because I think we've got a couple of us going.
Yeah.
So it should be fun. But
there's absolutely no read, and then obviously Pride's nominations are open for the amateurs.
we've got 2 on that.
I'm seeing, like, I've got one boy doing Ramadan at the moment, so he's not trained, like he's just he's 15, man. I don't want him killing himself while he's fasting and stuff. So he's not training for the month. But Andre's in, and last night I got him. I think I found a button with him to get him to go a little bit more, because he likes to sort of sit back and try and. But his idea of countering is get hit, wait for him to finish, and then fire.
So
I was like, he's got nice hands. So I was like, just use your hands to set up other shit. Learn your range. Learn how to go forward without losing your range.
Yeah.
So he started working on that last night. So that was last night was the first time I actually looked at it and go, he could probably fight on Valley. Oh, not Valley, on Pride. So I'm probably going to nominate those two guys. Who knows? Seth could be back in by then. He's been in a little bit here and there. Yeah. I'm not sure if he wants to fight again. He hasn't really said. Not sure about Max as well. His calf's better, but not sure what he's doing at this stage. Because I know his plans to join the army. Yeah. Which I'm sad to hear, but yeah, I'll probably have some guys for that. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I've got two on that. I got two on the pro card, and then I haven't nominated.
Two on the pro card. I got Regan Fitty.
Oh yeah, killer.
Regan Fitty on the main card. Jason fights in 2 weeks.
He does.
So looking forward to that one.
Who's he fighting?
His name's Tongsuk. He's.
I look at it and think Turok, and then I think Dinosaur Hunter, and then I think Nintendo 64.
Tongsuk Singpatong, who, man, like he was pretty good name in his time.
Yep.
It's only 3 rounds, so Jason has to start well. He can't afford to have one of his first rounds that he's famous for.
Yeah.
He needs to get out there and show that it's not his first round. And hurt Tongsuk and wear him out early.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Plan is to get out there and walk through him.
Fuck yeah.
And then he's got 6 weeks between fights, which is good. It means this is where I get to see, is he committed to this shit or not? Because he's put in that 2 weeks downtime. What happens with his body weight?
Yeah.
And then that decides how committed I am to his pride to his pride fight.
Yeah.
So
I've got my dudes are actually doing some fucking good work at like taking the initiative, getting some shit done. Like we've got Ricky went out and got like seeked out a strength and conditioning thing. When you rocked up before we did pads, we did.
Yep.
I said, what are you doing for like? Tell me what your dude's done, and we'll just do what you've done.
Yeah.
Like for a strength and conditioning. So there's that. Connor, Trent, they've all gone and got a fight dietitian and stuff like that.
Cool.
So it's just to help them down because Connor's got a job.
Who are they using?
I think Trent is using the fight dietitian.
Okay, yeah, cool.
The one who's fucking used it like all the UFC dudes.
Yep.
And then I'm not too sure who Connor's got yet. Like he might do the same one.
I ran into Peter, who the condition nutrition.
Yeah.
I ran into him in Thailand. Like we've chatted a lot. And just happened to be, I was leaving Luk Saikong Din house the day I was on the way to the airport.
Oh, okay.
We were just walking out to get in the car and he was just rocking up to check on Rodtung.
Yeah, okay.
And we've never actually met, but we've talked a lot over the years and finally got to meet in person, which was fantastic. I honestly, I think anyone's going to struggle to do a better job of it than him, hey?
Yeah.
Like he's amazing, bro. And that's who I recommend for any of my guys. Yeah, it costs, but for the sake
they all
of,
do.
Yeah.
You know, like Trent told me what his man cost, and that was fucking. I was like, for what you need it for, and that's a good price.
Yeah.
And I think it only cost him $500-600 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was a couple of phone calls. He checks up on him and does his the whole.
Because a lot of them do that where you pay for like a fight prep.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is it's just a weekly direct debit thing and subscription thing. Yeah. And I said to Jason, it's probably something he needs to be told how to live every day of his life.
Yeah.
Like some people like that, which is also why he's quite easy to call for, because you tell him what's next and he does it.
Yeah. So
maybe, he needs to have that happening full time, which I think now he is. I can't remember who he said. He was going to use Peter during fight preps. Yeah. Out of fight preps, he had someone else, but I can't remember off the top of my head who it was. No, was it? Maybe it was Liam. I can't remember. But yeah, so it's cool to see what's there's some shit coming on. There's some shit happening. So, what our plan for the rest of this podcast is finish off the last few questions from last week. And just get on to maybe one. Do you know what? I want to actually, because a couple of the questions are actually usable anytime, so maybe we'll just keep them there. I do want to get on to Sangatit and One Championship.
Do it.
And we might as well, even though it's going to be after the fact by the time this comes out. Rottung versus. Let's start with that. Who will win between Takaru and Rottung on the weekend on one? I would dare say Rottung. I know he actually prepped for this one.
Oh yes.
I think it's going to be a really hard fight. I think Takaru is a fucking hard guy to beat. But being One Championship, I also don't give too much of a fuck. So, do you know Takaru at all? Like
he's like a Japanese, like kickboxing style.
Yeah, Japanese kickboxer. Yeah. So he's the kickbox for the kickboxing title.
Yeah.
So
big gloves in a cage or big gloves in a ring.
Big gloves I believe it's in a cage.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So I would still probably say Rottung, but whatever. As for Sangatit, so what happened to Sangatit's boxing career? What happened to it is he signed with Yokkao, and it was kind of false promises. It should have only ever been signed with them to wear their merch and all that sort of stuff and use their equipment, but he signed for them for management as well, and they didn't have, their plan was to send him to go train at Mayweather's. He went there and did like a week there and then did like a tour of America. And then never did the rest of it. So they kind of ruined his boxing career. He debuted on Friday night on one and beat. I don't think anyone expected him to beat the dude was like 12-1 or something as in Muay Thai from Myanmar. So he grew up fighting left way.
Yeah.
Fuck knows how many fights he's had in left way.
Yeah, right.
And Sangatit dropped him in the second with hands. Threw some kicks, blocked some kicks, which was good. His legs were pretty sore after. He hasn't kicked in 5 years.
Yeah.
I think he literally had 3 or 4 weeks of prepping with legs.
Yeah, right, yep. That's not enough time to condition them.
No, after thinking he was going to be boxing on one.
Yeah.
So what I have heard is that because one have had boxing anyway, like they've had Mehdi Zatut fought boxing on there. There was a couple of guys who fought boxing on there.
Yeah.
What I've heard, which is just going to add to the clusterfuck of one anyway, is I've heard, which who knows if it's true or not, they're adding in boxing as well now, which is not going to be sanctioned under anything but one. So you become the one boxing world champion.
Yeah.
So who, at the end of the day, what boxers are going to fucking sign to one when they've got options?
Man, it'll just be them hybrids of like, you know what you'll see John Wayne Palm boxing.
You'll see
those, you'll see them dudes like that who've been like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm like you can imagine like.
And you're going to see MMA guy crossovers.
Like Liam Harrison's picked up
crossovers
again. You wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see him boxing in the one cage.
Yeah.
I've never had a pro boxing fight. So that was my attempt to be.
That was pretty bad, yeah. It actually wasn't too bad. But yeah, it's like I can't see any real boxers wanting to sign to one, especially with how criminal their fucking with their contracts are. They're only criminal if you agree to them. If you don't agree, if you don't read them, if you read them, there's nothing wrong with
boxing is definitely weighed around. Like there's more weight in the UFC side of Dana White getting his fingers in boxing than there will be one.
Yep.
You got more likely that guys will go to the Zuffa boxing and that boxing as opposed under the Turk and the stuff over in Riyadh season, all that. Then going to one.
Yeah, for sure.
But the one, all it does, it gives every one of their fucking MMA guys, kickboxers, boxers, just gives them one extra thing.
Yeah, and then they got and obviously. If they're doing
just
that,
making it that one-stop shop.
But I also think it was a bit of let's cash in on the fact that we've now signed someone who's an amazing boxer,
that's right,
who is potentially going to be a world champion boxer.
Yeah. Oh, we'll make him our world champion.
We'll make him our by letting everyone cross over to fill the spots.
That's right. Yeah.
Because as I said, boxers want to go down. They want the WBC, WBA, IBF, the ring sport. They want those belts.
They want the undisputed belts.
Yeah, they want all the belts.
Yeah.
And if you're contracted to one, sorry mate, you don't get all the belts.
You don't get any of them. Yeah.
You get one.
A chance to
you get one belt.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And in saying that,
one's not co-promoting either.
No. Which is what would have to happen, which would never happen with them, but I don't think. But it's what would have to happen to make it a boxing title worth having.
No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they have to co-promote.
Yeah. And I'd probably say their MMA belt is probably similar, right? Like it's just one of those, it's just average MMA.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, because the thing with MMA is like, UFC is the bit, like they all work under under unified MMA rules.
Yep.
So they're all under the same sanctioning body, so to speak, as in rules thing.
Yep.
But each promotion is their own, like Bellator's got their own, PFL's got their own.
Yeah.
I mean, they're together now as one anyway, but...
Oh,
PFL and Bellator are together.
Okay.
PFL bought out Bellator,
that's
so
a bit
it's not
sad.
a thing anymore. Yeah. So
only because there's one less.
Well, they're going through a whole heap of shit now with a lot of those fighters are leaving Bellator and leaving PFL and looking to get contracts with UFC.
Yeah, which is kind of the stepping stone though, right? It's kind of like PFL. I've heard good things about it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it's to get to.
It's the under thing. It's the same. It's the same as like almost like what one is.
Yeah.
One is either one of two things. One is like you're going there to start your career, or you're going there to finish it.
Yeah.
You're not going there to make your career.
No.
You want to get there, get your name, and then get to the UFC. UFC is the pinnacle of the shit.
Yeah.
Same with WBC and all that. Same with like what it is for us. It's like basically the UFC.
And what you're referring to with one then is your MMA career.
That's right.
You're there to build up your MMA career and then move on to, because UFC is the pinnacle with that.
Yeah.
And it's like for people who love real Muay Thai, like RWS is the pinnacle of that.
That's exactly right.
And you don't go start your career at RWS.
No, that's right. Yeah. So you're gonna fight. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're probably gonna go you're gonna use 1774 would be like the Bellator, like they're underneath the big main one.
Yep.
But they're still pretty fucking big. You get your eyes on it there.
Yep.
But yeah.
Another thing is there any good Western boxing coaches in Thailand I could visit? Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
I would say Wasim at Elite Fight Club in Sukhumvit is definitely, he's a fantastic boxing coach. I would say the guy that he learned under was Chachai Sasakun, who was a really, really good boxer. Yeah. There's actually a lot of good boxing coaches.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of Western boxing over there.
A lot of good boxing promotion, like little promotions.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone forgets that. That's it's our Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
You could go to Thailand. Like a lot of girls, it's our Mexico. They go up there, they get a fucking pump out a couple of because girls are so hard to match in boxing in Western countries. But up there, all those girls might do the same, where they do Muay Thai or they do boxing, and they fucking So it's our version of that. We can go and rack up 10 fights within a year.
Yeah.
Come out all right, and then you come back to Australia and you're a fucking 8-2 boxer as a pro.
Yeah.
People go, oh, okay, right, fucking,
But it's also where you can go and pay a Thai to jump in and get flogged by you and to pump up your career. Yeah.
That's it, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is that what you're kind of referring to?
Yeah, our Mexico, yeah. So you get a little fucking...
Oh, is that what people do in Mexico?
Yeah. Mexico could be very similar like that. You go down there, you're fucking fighting in the backyard of a chicken field and fucking... It's a pro fight and you get paid for it if they pay you on the way out.
I guess not really any different to if you're in Australia and you come to Adelaide.
Yeah.
But it's true though, like Adelaide right now is like... It's beginning. It's the beginnings.
Yeah, that's right.
And man, I'll tell you, that's my second pro boxing show I've been to, both of them being the same promoter.
Yeah.
Only 6 fights on the card, but there was no point where everyone was bored.
Nah, man. Josh did a really good fucking job.
To manage 6 fights and make a night out of it, and the fact that you're there and you're home, I was...
Bro, I was home by 10.
Yeah, I think by the time I actually...
And that was I cornered for the last fight. I was in there with you. It's not like I left early.
I sat down I sat down and had a bit of a chat with Richie Elliott afterwards, and obviously Sam was there and a couple of the officials and that, and had a bit of a chat with a few of the guys afterwards, and like I think it was just and I think I still left early. There was a lot of people still left in there when I left, and I think it was like 10:30 or something by the time I got home, which was cool, you know. Like I love an event that's over that early.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's this whole thing of still going at midnight is ridiculous now. It's been and done.
Yeah,
it's like
Epics back in the day.
For me, it's like ring card girls in G-strings, and it's been and gone.
Yeah.
I think late night shows and have an earlier start.
Yeah. Yep.
If you've got that many fights on your card, have an earlier start.
Yeah.
So we'll go for one more because it was only just happened on the weekend. We'll go for one more question. Do you believe only A class should compete in national tournaments? I think there needs to be so many tournaments going on all year in every state that it shouldn't really fucking matter. You know, you should know who's going to nationals to then go to worlds. There should be there's definitely not a clear pathway as far as that stuff goes. Like, there's a reason why I don't support nationals. It's because I don't see, aside from experience, I don't see any benefit at all in it.
Don't get me wrong, but it's sort of like you buy your way in. Like, and you sort of just nominate, like, okay, tell me if I'm wrong, but like, could I not just like...
You could nominate your whole team.
Like, is there, and like, do they have masters in nationals and shit?
I don't think so.
What's the age limit?
I don't know.
Because it is a pro, like, you can go back to pros, is this the... Like,
pros can go, but that's the thing, it's like, you've got A and B class, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, man, if this is... Obviously, we'd be competing with the rest of the world who bring over their like A team.
Yeah.
So you've got to have, unfortunately, you've got to have the A class guys, which is why I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like, why the fuck are A class guys? And when I say A class, I mean like A class pros fighting amateur. Yeah. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense to me whatsoever.
It's a completely different sport. You should be doing your thing on the thing. Yeah. Like, if you're doing pro, do pros. If you're doing amateurs, do amateurs.
Yeah, and
it's going to fuck up your pro style with your amateur thing flopping back and forth.
It should be, if you're an amateur, you're fighting it, and then if you win, then you go through. But the thing is, you go to the Worlds, and you've got these Eastern Bloc Europeans who are paid by their government to compete, and it's their top A class guys fighting as amateurs because they're getting paid.
Yeah,
that's the difference. When we don't have our government paying for it, we're only ever going to be getting fed to the sharks. So you've got to, I think it's anyone, A, B class, whatever, just have as many fights on the day as possible and over the 2 days as possible, and or 3, whatever it is, and leave it at that. Like, I think you're always going to struggle to get numbers in Australia because I can't afford to be, and most of my amateurs can't afford to be flying to Queensland, especially to the Gold Coast, flying into the Gold Coast, which is a super expensive airport to fly into. Accommodation, man, if I've got huge, backing, different story, but I can't afford to be doing that shit. Yeah. And for the fact that in the end of the day, I wouldn't be going to IFMA overseas anyway. Yeah. It doesn't interest me because if my guys are at that level, they should be just fighting pro.
Yeah, it's not the pathway that you're taking them.
Yeah, it's obviously if they're going to nationals, they're going there to get experience as amateurs.
Yeah.
And then it's all right, time to go pro now.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, I don't know, it's a bit of a has-been process, I think, now, and I think with what's happening with the amateur scene, unless you've got states where you've got your state amateur, the guys won the most tournaments over the year, whatever, I don't think it really makes any sense to then just have any old chap going into nationals. Or you do have anyone and everyone there, and they just rack up experience, and it's like, okay, cool, did that.
It's like state titles for amateur boxing.
Yeah.
Everyone just nominates, and then you see how you go.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet as.
Sweet.
All right, well, that wraps us up for another fucking episode. That was a good one. It was a good one. We tackled some shit. We will be back this week. We will tackle your old questions that we've already got banked up.
We've got a few banked up. We'll keep asking.
Yeah, we always
I'm
do.
saving them. I'm screenshot them, crossing out the ones where we've spoken about.
Oh, we're organised.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're back to being regular and shit.
It's good. It's good to actually have a backlot, so we're not like and ahhing.
Yep, I'm flying out tomorrow to Rebellion. And yeah, sweet.
Fucking sweet. All right, kids. Well, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Ringlovers Podcast, Stand Up Guy Podcast, Team Pinky Muay Thai, Full Tilt Fight Fitness.
If you get a chance, my Think Pink podcast out
Think Pink podcast.
today. So today's Thursday. Came out today with Gabrielle. Really good how she talks about the social media side of things and how she manages it and stuff. Really good episode.
And one more thing, guys, southpaw.aw is Ryan Frost, my mate's brand.
Yes.
Is a big sponsor of our gym too. I'm trying to get his brand off the ground. So if you like his shit, jump on Instagram, like it, buy it. It'd be killer. It's just another Adelaide-based brand that we're is a combat sports one. So
yep.
Fuck yeah, boys. All right, cool. Speak to you next week, guys.
Peace.
Peace.